If you've got an outdoor spigot that no matter how hard you tighten it, it continues to leak, don't worry, I'm going to help you fix it in 15 minutes. So, I've got a couple of examples of valves that you may have. A more traditional valve is like this one. You may have a valve on the inside of the house that turns the water off, and you can crank this, but water's coming from underneath this nut. What you have to do with this one is unscrew it all the way, and you see that little O-ring right there? That's what needs to be replaced. Now you can march down to the hardware store and say, I'd like one of these, and they're going to find the corresponding O-ring that's there. You loosen the little screw, put the new one back on, put it back in place on the valve, tighten it up, and the leak is going to be gone. Remember, you've got to turn the water off to this valve first. But if you live in a house in an area where things get cold, this is called a frost-proof valve. The whole idea is that this long copper pipe extends into the warm side of the house. So if you can imagine that this is the wall and this is on the outside, nice and cold out here, nice and warm in here. This is where the water turns on and off. So with a pair of pliers and the water turned off, you need to loosen this nut, unscrew the valve, and pull this entire assembly out, okay? This O-ring right here might need to be replaced, or more than likely, it's this O-ring inside there. Can you see that right down inside there? The easiest thing to do is to take this piece and march down to the hardware store and say, I need to replace all these little O-rings and washers. And they'll help you put them on there. So all you have to do is go home, reassemble it, and it's not going to leak anymore.